Welcome to Punch TV. I'm Bruce Townhill. Here's a review of the Pro PT trainer pad from Punch Equipment. This is called a PT for a very good reason. It's specifically designed for personal trainers, not fight trainers, but personal trainers. Now let's just show you some of the features that make it quite special. First of all, it's a larger focus pad. The reason it's larger is that you're training beginners who tend to miss quite a bit. So this is more protective than a normal pad. It's got a curve on it which is quite sharp. This tends to generate all the punches down into the center of the pad rather than let a beginner fly over the top. So it focuses the punches into the middle of the pad, which is nice to not get punched when you're training beginners. It's got the normal hand lace finish on it. Now we come to some quite extraordinary features. The next thing that happens with personal trainers, we've noticed a lot of feedback, is that they get wrist pain, wrist shock from people punching them in the wrist from lots of hours of doing focus pad work, and maybe they're not that heavily built in the wrist. So watch what happens when my hand goes in here. There's no security strap. Instead there's a control bar which locks over my wrist, and now this massive wrist stabilizer locks me in the other way. This really reduces wrist shock dramatically. So the Pro PT is, you can see me pushing down on that wrist stabilizer. It really is cushioning. I've got a large control mount in here. I've got a PunchTex commercial grade casing with large vent holes. So this is a larger, lighter pad designed for training beginners who are likely to miss. And we cater for that by curving this dramatically so the punches come into the center of the pad. We give you a wrist stabilizer bar which locks your wrist in, and a very, very large wrist support here that protects you from wrist shock. This, along with a large control mount inside, gives you a pad that you can spend hours and hours in with relative comfort training beginners. So the Pro PTs, they come in the one color only. They come as a pair, but I'd highly recommend these for personal trainers who are getting wrist shock or finding that they're training customers who just simply seem to miss just a little bit too often.